Hi, Granny. What is so cool?
Cumberland County Honor Event Committee, on behalf of Congressman Antonio Delgado, Senator Daphne Jordan, Cumberland County Board of Supervisors, the Cumberland County Honor Event Committee, I would like to welcome everyone here this morning and thank you for your attendance. Before we begin, let's just turn off our phones, please. Give you a moment to do that. And invariably, I'm the last one to check mine. I'll get a call from my wife who sits in the back of the room. By the way, you didn't turn off your phone. At this time, will everyone stand and remain standing, please? We'll start as follows. VFW Post 9593. Please post the colors. Order, arms. Will everyone remain standing and join committee member Gary Flaherty in the Pledge of Allegiance to the flag of our great nation.
Present. Pledge allegiance
To the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Everyone may be seated. I'd like to just take a quick moment here to recognize the committee members that put this program together each month, along with those who are no longer with us. Gary Flaherty, Jack Hallenbeck, Mark Clark, and a special thanks, and I want you to give a good shout out to John Neary, celebrated his 90th birthday. He's right over there. Holly Tanner, Robert Laporta, Jeff French, Roger Bradley, Joe Divas, Joanne Conquer, Dave Sleezer, Kenneth Wilber, Pat Women. Honorary and past chairs, Jim Haggerty, Vince Grimaldi, and Arnie Anderson. Please take a moment to look at the plaques of our deceased and honorary members, Medal of Honor recipients, and previously honored veterans located in the hallway to the left of the double doors as you exit. I would like to thank all the veterans organizations who are here today in attendance. This morning we were honoring Kenneth Wilber from Ghent. At this time, I would like to introduce Kyle Wilber, his son, who will introduce the family members and friends in attendance today.
So, everybody hear me?
Yeah.
I actually had a little more than just the introductions. I wasn't sure what I was supposed to do. But my name is Kyle Wilber, and I'm the proud son of today's honorary. On behalf of my mom, Jeanette, my sister Tracy, her husband Fred, and their children Troy and Reagan, and my wife Katrina, and our children Owen and Riley, we'd like to thank you all for coming to recognize Dad and Poppy Ken today. Also in attendance is Dad's sister, Barbara Radley, and her husband Jim, there you are, who is Dad's closest partner over their almost 50-year Veterans Recognition journey. And also Mom's sister, Linda Betts, Bill Lauster and Sue Lauster, Bill and Sue are also here. And many of Dad's friends from the Ghent VFW and other local organizations as well, including including Butch, Easter, I see you, Ed, I'm gonna miss a bunch of people, but some of the guys who really work to keep Dad's name alive with the work they do on behalf of all of our veterans. Thank you all for coming, and Mr. Chuck Houghton is here too, I think. Where are you, Chuck? Chuck was on the ship with Dad, right? Not sure if he enjoyed it or not, but I assume he did. Luckily the Red Sox weren't playing on the ship, so. Thank you, Chairman Wemmick, in the honor of our Veteran Committee, Director Flaherty, Chairman Morrell, Town and Supervisor Craig Simmons, and the Board of Supervisors for this great honor. For a man that always put service over self, while dedicating the majority of his life in defense and support of our country, the communities and the individuals they protect, I can confidently say that this is one of the highest honors the highest of Dad's accomplishments. I'd always believed that it was not about individual awards, but to be recognized by one's peers is truly the greatest honor one could ever hope to accept. Dad truly cherished his work on the Honor of Veteran Committee, while never expecting to receive its recognition. I'll be reminded by Dad every month of which local veteran the county was recognizing, and who was playing taps and all that. And I know that if he were here today, he would remind us that there are so many other veterans deserving of this award. He was such a staunch supporter and advocate for all veterans and veteran services. The responsibility of all of us must continue to honor today and others as well. To all of Dad's friends and colleagues in attendance, thank you all for coming this morning. You all knew Dad in your own way and have your own experiences and memories to remember him by. And by chance, there's anybody in here that didn't know Dad, I'm not sure if there are any here, and did not have the opportunity to meet him, he was a person we all should strive to be. Selfless, honorable, and someone who could count on at a second's notice to come to your assistance. I think Mom and Tracy would agree that it was our honor to share him with you. But in truth, we really had no choice. That is who Dad was. A true reflection of the principles he was ingrained with by his family, most directly his father, Charles Browning Wilber, a World War II veteran. We would have it no other way. So thank you again for coming and adding his name to this great list of Columbia County veterans.
We also have a live stream today. Cameron Parliament over there of the county's IT department, and we have a second. And today, listening is a second grade class from the Hudson School District. Also, at this time, I'd like to introduce Dan Wren, who's representing Congressman Antonio Delgado's. Representing Antonio Delgado, who presented the family American flag that flew over the Capitol in Washington, D.C.
Good morning, everyone. The Congressman sends his regrets that he couldn't be here today with the family, but he wanted me to extend a sincere thank you to everyone who worked alongside and loved Kenneth for letting us honor him today. As was mentioned, I do have a flag that was flown over the U.S. Capitol in honor of Ken and his dedication and work, not only for protecting this country, but also serving his community as well. And I also have a letter from the Congressman acknowledging all this as well. So I thank you very much for letting us be here today to honor and celebrate your love.
Thank you, Dan. I would now like to introduce Haley Northrop, representing Senator Daphne Jordan, who will present the New York State Liberty Medal up to the family.
Good morning, my name is Haley. I'm representing Senator Jordan. Sure Gus couldn't be here today, but I'm happy to present this proclamation and Liberty Medal to the family on her behalf. Kenneth Wilber was someone whose life was dedicated to service to country, public service, and community service. And I think he's a very special individual, someone who could be so selfless to give so much of themselves to their country and their community. And the New York State Liberty Medal is given to those who merit special commendations for actions given on behalf of their country and their community. And Kenneth is certainly someone who is very deserving of this award. So on behalf of Senator Jordan and the New York State Senate, I want to say thank you to Kenneth for his service, and I am proud to honor him today.
On behalf of the Columbia County Board of Supervisors, I'd like to introduce Craig Simmons, Ghent Supervisor, who presents the certificate of recognition.
Thank you, Pat. This certificate recognizes Kenneth Wilber. Kenneth Wilber was born February 5th, 1946. Charles Wilber and Bernice V. Aiken Wilber in Hudson, New York. He attended Chatham Central School, graduating in 1963. Graduated from Albany Business College in 1965. Ken entered the United States Navy on October 20th, 1965 in Albany, New York. After basic training, he attended additional training at Ellison Field, Pensacola, Florida. He was then assigned to the USS Navasota, AO 106, in Long Beach, California. His deployment in the Western Pacific with the USS Navasota was from January 5th, 1968 to August 1st, 1968, and then again from February 24th, 1969 to September 13th, 1969, and took him to the South China Sea and the Sea of Japan. On January 23rd, 1968, the USS Navasota was ordered to assist the USS Pueblo, a Navy intelligence vessel that had been intercepted by the North Koreans while engaged in a routine surveillance in international waters. It would take 11 months of captivity amid brutality and threats of execution. Therefore, the crew of the USS Pueblo were released. Attaining the rank of YN3, he was honorably discharged on October 19, 1971. For his service, YN3 Kenneth Wilber received the following awards: Vietnam Service Medal, National Defense Service Medal, Army Forces Expeditionary Medal for Korea, and the Vietnam Campaign Medal. He returned home, met and married Jeanette Lauster. He was employed at Columbia Corporation in Chatham for 30 years. They raised 2 children, Tracy and Kyle. He was elected as a Ghent councilman in 1980 to 1981, Ghent supervisor from 1982 to 1993, and served as the Columbia County treasurer from 1996 to 2011. Ken was a member of the Ghent VFW 5933, commander, post quartermaster, Ghent Marching and Concert Band, Chatham American Legion Post 42, 3rd District, New York Veterans of Foreign Wars, past commander. Rick Van Winkle, County Council Veterans for Foreign Wars, past commander. Columbia County Honor of Vet, chairman. Congressional Military Academy Selection Committee, 18 years. Columbia County Republican Committee, vice chairman. Ghent Volunteer Fire Company, president. Board of Directors, and Chaplain. Columbia County Volunteer Firefighters Association, Columbia Green Community College Board of Trustees, Chatham Christ of Our Emmanuel Lutheran Church, Treasurer and Councilman. Ken passed away October 27th, 2018, and is buried in his family plot in the Ghent Union Cemetery. He has left behind his wife of 51 years, Annette, 2 children, Tracy Muller, Kyle Wilber, and 4 grandchildren, Troy, Reagan, Owen, and Riley. He was 74 years old. In appreciation thereof, this certificate is given under my hand and the privy seal of the Columbia County Board of Supervisors at the county office building in Hudson, New York, this 25th day of April in the year of our Lord, 2022. This recognition is signed by our county chairman. And I present. Thank you.
At this time, we ask anyone who'd like to contribute or say a few words on behalf of Ken. This is your time. I'm sorry, I didn't even see you there. You snuck in so quietly with that those sneakers you have on.
It's a privilege to be with everyone here this morning, and I want to thank Daniel for giving us the opportunity to recognize Ken and looking over his bio, which is incredibly extensive. Here's a man and family that really went out of his way to serve. And when you look at what he did in the Navy, going to the South China Sea to help negotiate and secure those who were in captivity, and then came back and served for nearly 4 decades of public service. That's not serving out of convenience. That's not serving because, hey, it looks like it might be the in thing to do. That's someone who made the conscious decision to devote and dedicate himself to public service in his community, wherever that may be. And it's something I think sometimes is sorely missed right now, because even in hard times, which I imagine that there were many, over the course of his service, he continued to reach out. He continued to try and do the right thing. And what an inspiration he was. Look at everybody that's here, what he was able to accomplish during that time. So on behalf of myself, the New York State Assembly, I have a proclamation here for the family, and thank you again for letting us honor him today.
I don't know how I missed that entrance. Probably the tallest guy in the room, but escaped me. See you. Anyway, anyone else would like to share a few thoughts, some anecdotes? Yes, PJ.
Yes. Excuse my hobble. I'm like Jake, I just had a knee replacement, but it's quite a feat to get from back there. For those of you that don't know me, I think most everybody in here does, but my name is PJ Keeler, and I refer to myself to people as Ken's replacement in the treasurer's office. And I say that humbly because there was no one that could fill Ken's shoes, quite honestly. He was a man of integrity, honesty, and most of all, he led from his heart. And that's the one thing that I will always remember. I'm here today just to let you know that there is more information on Ken than what you have heard about his military experience. And I just wanted to inform you a personal problem solving that Ken did for me many years ago. Kyle referred to a little bit in his opening remarks how Ken was a person that would be there and do anything for anybody. And he actually did that unsung hero for Columbia County EMS. You know that I wear many hats, and one of my hats is EMS coordinator. In 2004, I came to then Jerry Simons, Donnie Klein, and Ken, and said, guys, our EMS system, our ambulance squads in Columbia County are in dire financial shape. We need to be able to do something to help them out financially to stay in business. I'm not quite sure what that is. The towns have kind of reached their max on what they can appropriate for the rescue squads, but we need to get them a third stream of revenue. True to form, outside the box, which I always liked about Ken, and I'm going to continue that on to this day. Ken came up with a unique chargeback system that today exists in Columbia County. In that Ken came up with a system that we were able to collect taxes at the county level, and it wouldn't affect the town's budget, and it had very little, minimal impact on the county taxpayers. What's kind of ironic about this, at the highest levels of New York State, they are actually pondering on how to do this at the state level and allow counties to do this. So, just to give you a little insight as what Ken had as a vision. As a result of this, our system, EMS system in Columbia County is stable. It has been awarded many awards. It has been recognized at the state, and it's really, a lot has to do with that, with Ken's vision. So it's an honor for me both to replace him at the treasurer level, and he has taught me many lessons that I will never forget. And to Kyle and Jeanette and Tracy, thank you for allowing me to speak. Now all I have to do is make it back.
Would anyone else like to share a few words? Yes, sir.
I have two good legs, I'll get you. My name's Chuck Houghton. I served with Ken on in Navasota for 3 years, for almost 3 years. And you all know the great work he did in the county, but on that ship in the Navy, you have very little spare time. That won't come as a surprise to anyone. But in his spare time, Ken worked with all the seamen on the ship who had dropped out of school and worked with them, we did it together, to get GED certificates. And every single man on that ship left the service with a GED equivalent of a high school degree. And that was because of Ken's initiative and his hard work. None of that will surprise you, but I think you want to know about it. It was something he was really proud of. So thank you for letting me share that with you and being with you all today. It's nice to see you. Thank you.
Anyone else? Just as an aside, I was in the Marine Corps. I was finishing up crypto school, and where the Pueblo was a machine called a KW7. I just finished that school. I finished top of my class by some miracle, I don't know, but because I struggled through basic electronics, and it was a real incentive while I was in basic electronics school. If you failed, each week somebody failed. It was a given. So they said, if you fail, you're going to go be a radio operator. And that was enough incentive to me, because radio operators had a high mortality rate. Anyway, I went to crypto school. I was at there. I finished the school, and that's when the Pueblo Act incident happened. The KW7 was a highly secure crypto. What it did was encrypted messages. Anyway, it was compromised, but nevertheless, different iterations over the year. I think it went right up until 1992. They used the KW7, again, with different iterations, but nevertheless, my schooling in crypto school was all for naught anyway. That's just another side, and, you know, just that connection. And Kenny had so many connections. And again, a more honest man with more integrity, you couldn't know. I mean, just his eyes would like burn into you. It's almost like he could see your sins, and I go. No, he wasn't. He's just such a man of such honesty and integrity. It was just unbelievable. And he was a true inspiration to me. Never braggadocious, always humble, just a true gentleman. And his offspring certainly represent that very well. Anyone else? At this point, this ends our inside portion of the ceremony. We'd like to go outside where we will be raising the flag, and it will be outside the county office for 30 days in memory of Ken. After which time it will be cleaned and presented to the family. Will Stuyvesant Falls, VFW Post 9593, please retire with colors. Everyone, please stand.
Wait, please. Have step, Mark.
Order. You have a seat. Once outside, the family will participate in the flag raising ceremony, where we'll be playing low to the flag, raise the flag to half-mast, we'll do gun salute, taps is played, and we'll have a posing prayer. This concludes this month's ceremony. And our next ceremony will be held on Monday, May 23rd, when we'll be honoring Robert Charles Starr of Stockport, New York. You are welcome to join us for coffee and donuts and juice. If you're interested in honoring a veteran or know someone who would be recognized, see me or any committee members. I appreciate you. Thank you for coming, and thanks to everyone for sharing this morning. Thank you very much.
So